Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Jo. In this video, we will explore the Conversations tool. Conversations are used for group communication. You can post and reply to messages. Whether you're communicating through conversations via email, the website, the app, or all three, this video is for you. Keep in mind that the person you're communicating with may be sending or receiving messages through any of those channels as well. There are several different kinds of conversations. The first is general. These are created by the website admin for general member use. They could be secure, which means they could be limited to a certain subset of families, or they could be available to all families. They also could be set to be moderated or not moderated. The second type is side conversations. These are created by individual members to communicate with each other. And the third is class conversations. These are visible only to the instructor and the families who have a student in the class. Depending on how your group administrator set up your website, your Conversations tool might be accessed on the home page. Mine is here, or via the menu. Mine is under Member Resources. The Classroom dashboard is another likely place to find the secure class conversations. To access the dashboard, I'm clicking on the little graduation cap on my top menu. Here's the class conversation on the parent dashboard. Additionally, class conversations are available at the bottom of the class homepage. I'm going to select one of these classes, scroll to the bottom, and there you can see the class conversation for this class. If you do not see the class conversations at the bottom of your class homepage, you can request that your website administrator enable conversations for your class. Now let's go back to the main Conversations tool. General conversations and class conversations have categories. A class conversation category is simply the name of the class. General conversation categories are added and customized by your site administrator. Some categories might be set up by your admin to include every member of your group, and some categories might be set up to be limited to certain families, such as the graduation category. I can show you that one here. There's the graduation category, which could be configured to only include families with a senior. If you can see the category, then your admin included you as a recipient. And if you have the notifications turned on, you will receive notifications for posts in that category. That setting is found in your family profile. Let's look at how to adjust your delivery settings. Family profile can be accessed by clicking on the little person on this menu at the top. Scroll down beneath the child info. And here are your conversation settings. Each family has the ability to set their delivery preferences for conversation emails if that was enabled by their admin. First, you have to select to receive notifications in the first place. It could be none, and then there's no additional settings, or you choose to receive either by email or by push notification in the app, or by both. But any of these three choices will expand the additional settings. Your main options are immediate delivery and daily digest. You can turn both of those on if you want to. Under the option to make them immediate, you can see the choices of no, important, and yes. Important means if a top-level post is added to the thread, everyone participating in the thread will receive an email notification. If a second-tier or third-tier post is added to the thread, only the authors of the direct parent and grandparent posts will receive email notification. No notification will be received for sibling or uncle posts. For example, Anne posts to a thread, and Bill and Kathy reply to Anne, and Diane replies to Bill. Only Anne and Bill, and not Kathy, will be notified of Diane's post. If your administrator has enabled it, you will see the option to turn on or off notifications by category. If you opt out of the class conversations, you will no longer receive emails for information that the teacher posts in the class conversation. Please note that if you have given your student a login to Homeschool-Life, they will also receive conversation notifications. They can customize their delivery settings by clicking on the Preferences button in the Conversations tool. Now let's go through the steps of adding a new thread. To add a new thread, first click the New Conversations button. Then select which type of conversation you're adding. I'm going to add a general. Now select the category. This is going to be a co-op announcement. And then put in a title, and then the message. You can add an attachment if you need to by selecting the Browse button here at the bottom, and then you would add thread. Notifications will be delivered to everyone in the category who has notifications enabled. The message will be immediately visible here on the website, and we can see it right here, unless it's a moderated category. And messages will be sent to your email client and to your app if you've subscribed that way. Now let's talk about how to reply to a thread. If you receive one of these notifications, there are two ways to respond. Straight from the email, if enabled by your site admin, and we'll come back to that in a minute. And secondly, directly in the conversation. We're going to reply to this one about the Arbor Day Farm field trip. So the first thing you do is you select the name, and then you're either going to reply to all, and that would be done here, or you can reply to a particular subthread by selecting the little arrow underneath the subthread. We're going to reply to all. You do have the option to apply various formatting like you would in a text editor. We can make things bold or italics, change the font size, all the things. Again, you also have the chance to add an attachment. If you have a flyer or an invoice or a photo or something you need it attached, you can do that, and then we'll post the reply. Once submitted, it will be visible immediately on the website, unless this was a moderated category, and through the email or app notifications. Now let's go over to the email and see what this message looks like. Here is the email that I received when I wrote that reply just now. You do have the option to, when you receive one of these messages, to follow the link straight back to the conversation by clicking this orange button, or at the bottom you have new post, post, and view. All of those will take you back to the conversation on the website. Okay, so let's talk about moderated categories. This general category called Student Leadership Council is a moderated category. So when I click on this message, I can read what has been approved so far. And if I replied, my reply would not be immediately viewable, but it would be waiting moderation. And there's even a little note here that tells you this is a moderated category. So we can post a reply here. I'll show you what that looks like. If I post. And this is what will happen. It will reload the page. Your message kind of seems like it disappeared. That's because it's awaiting moderation. And it won't show up here underneath the previous thread until it's been approved. So if you have been designated as a moderator, let's look at what that entails for you. Currently logged in as the moderator of the Student Leadership Council threads. There's a button here at the top of my Conversations tool called Moderate. When I click on that button, it will open up all of the conversations that are awaiting moderation. So you've got three choices. You can approve, reject an email, or reject and simply delete. I guess I should say you have four choices, because you can also choose to edit. Like if there's maybe some word that you don't want in there, or maybe they made a mistake and you need to change, Wednesday to Thursday or something, you can edit the thing as well. So once you have chosen whether to approve or reject, and you've edited if you needed, then you click the submit button. I'll go ahead and do one of those. Well, let's just approve them both and submit. Okay, now there's no pending conversations to review. We can go back to Conversations. If we click on the Student Leadership Council thread, both of those ones that I approved are now showing up. There's one more thing to discuss, and that is you do have the ability to send a new thread directly to the conversation tool from your email client. To do that, address your message to conversations@homeschool-life.com. You will receive an email reply asking you what category you'd like to choose. And if you're a member of multiple Homeschool Life groups, it will ask you which group you want to post to and then which category. I can show you what this looks like. I've already sent the first message, and this is the reply that I received. As you can see, I have many accounts that are associated with my personal email address. I'm going to choose the one that I want to be the sender, and then submit. And then it asks me which category I want my message to be posted in. So I'm going to choose Co-op Announcements and submit. We can go back to the conversations on the website and go to the main view. And here you go. Here's that message I just sent, titled Test Sending from Email. This concludes the tutorial on using the conversation tool to send and reply to messages. If you have any more questions, you can discuss them with your site admin. They should be able to assist you with things like creating new categories, adding the class conversation feature, moderating conversations, and managing your delivery preferences.